Good evening. Welcome to the Borough of Fanwood Mayor and Council regular meeting for November 17th, 2014. I read the Open Public Meetings Act statement. I hereby announce and request that such be included in the minutes of this meeting that notice of the time, place, and date of the meeting has been prominently posted on the bulletin board at Borough Hall, mailed to the Times, Star Ledger, Courier News, Patch, alternate press by January 10th, 2014, filed with the Borough Clerk and mailed to any person requesting the same in accordance with the requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act. Ms. McGovern? Pledge. Okay. All please rise for the pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Do the invocations.
Yes. Last Tuesday, November 11th, 2014, we gathered and collectively remembered and gave thanks for the men and women who sacrificed their lives for us, courageously defending our country. We also remembered the courageous men and women who lived through the horrors of war and are still with us. For those, we ask you, Father, to mend their hearts and souls, to make them whole again. This Thanksgiving, we will give thanks for the blessings we have received, the blessings we receive today, and for the blessings we will receive in the future. We give thanks for our lives, the freedom we enjoy, and we ask you, Father, for the opportunity to share these blessings with others. Amen.
Amen. You've probably noticed that I am not Mayor Moore. Mayor Moore has had a family commitment that she could not get out of, so I'll run the meeting tonight. Ms. McGovern, roll call.
Yes. Devin Morris.
Here.
Russell Hugo.
Present.
Tom Krantz.
Here.
Daniel Levine.
Here.
Catherine Mitchell.
Here.
Jack Molinar.
Here.
Mayor Moore.
Okay, we have a quorum, so next on the agenda is the minutes of three meetings that we had, October 21st, November 5th, and a special meeting on November 5th. I have a motion to accept the minutes.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
I need
Aye.
to abstain from special meeting.
Okay, you're right, because you're on.
I wasn't at either of the November 5th meetings, so
Neither
I
was
also
I.
have to abstain.
Okay.
It's problematic.
No,
No,
you just need
That's
a
okay.
majority of
You
those
have
who are
enough.
present.
You have enough, because you're voting in favor, right?
I'm voting yes. Not that anybody's noticing, but I was at all those
Is that
meetings.
adorable?
Well, especially Jack and Kevin, they wouldn't notice it.
What? What?
No, it's,
Next on our agendas are appointments, resolutions, proclamations, presentations. This month, we have, as we do every month, a volunteer of the month. We are honoring volunteer, Ms. Councilwoman Mitchell is going to step to the podium, and I'll call forward. We're going to honor Parthena Rosal. She volunteers her time at the Friends of the Library.
This is always a very special time of the meeting where we recognize someone who has volunteered in Fanwood. And Thena is being honored for her work that she has done with the Friends of the Library, particularly in running the book sales. And if you have never been to the library book sale, I don't know, you're in for an eye-opening experience. There are thousands and thousands and thousands of books. And Thena, and thousands. And Thena is responsible for organizing this event. Carol, would you like to come up here and say a few words, please? Carol Campbell. Surprise, surprise. Carol Campbell is the head of the Friends, and she looks like she has some presence.
Well,
come up to the mic, Carol.
welcome. Dana is,
Come on over here to the microphone.
makes me very nervous. Dana is a quintessential volunteer. She hardly ever says no, and for the last 7 years, longer, she has been either co-chair or chairing the book sale. There are a lot of events in Fanwood that require a lot of work. And the book sale is one of them, and it's a year-round job, and she's on it all year round. And without her, a lot of things wouldn't happen, obviously, at the book sale. People often tell us that we run one of the best book sales, and I ask them why, and they say because it's organized and friendly. And Fenna is very much both. Her participation on the board, Friends Board, has also been invaluable to me especially. She has a great mind, an incisive thinker, a critical thinker. She's very good at looking at things in multiple perspectives. This is just wonderful. She has great questions, and a lot that's happened for the Friends and for the library is because of Fenna.
Is this still me?
She does everything that you would want for a library. She values literacy. She values reading, family participation. She's also looking out for adults. She thinks about the adults who have a second language. And she does involve her family. Her library work is definitely a family affair. It's okay, it's all right. And so I'd like to give this to her two daughters, Sophia and Melissa. Fenna celebrates 2 family birthdays during the book sale every year, and they have been just so wonderful about that, and we really appreciate their cooperation. They help a lot, and I don't know, I just can't say enough. Her family, okay, but I just want to tell you one funny story. She had house guests from London, a young couple, and they wanted to go into New York, the Guggenheim, right? No, they got sent over to Forest Road Park to set up tables and sword books. This explains Fenna.
So there's not much else I can say, but no, wait a minute, stay right here. But as with so many things in Fanwood, if we didn't have volunteers, so much wouldn't happen. So thank you very much. And I'd like to give you this, which is something that we present to all of our volunteers of the month.
Thank you.
So we hope that you will hang this up in a
That's great.
spot in your house where you can see it all the time.
I
And
certainly
always
will.
remember Fanwood.
Oh, yes, definitely.
And thank you to your family, too.
Thank you. And I would like to accept it on behalf of all of the volunteers, because as I learnt to say here, because I didn't know this expression, it takes a village, and it does, and it's a great crowd of people to work with. So, thank you.
Thank you.
So what we've learned tonight, Councilman, is that don't be a guest at Fenna's house during the book sale. Okay.
I'm writing that down. Thanks, Kathy.
You're welcome.
Next on the agenda, we have an appointment to the Cultural Arts Committee. Is that just the mayor's appointment, Dennis, or do we have to, it's just the mayor?
No, I'm sure it's the mayor's.
Yeah, it's the mayor's appointment. Moving along to correspondence, we have the Fanwood Lions Club, permission to sell the Christmas trees at LeGrand Park, as they do every year. Permission obviously was granted. The nativity scene, and resolution supporting S444 and A1779, amending the New Jersey Spill Compensation and Control Act. We discussed this at the agenda meeting, so.
It's on the agenda.
Yeah, it's on the agenda tonight, so. Next up, Councilor.
motion.
What's that? You want a motion to accept the correspondence?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, correspondence accepted. Moving along to council reports. Councilman Levine.
Yes, thank you, Councilman. Finance and Administration did have our committee meeting last month. We discussed primarily capital budget items, and we're trying to get an early start on the capital budgeting process. We are still awaiting a couple of items. We try to take a comprehensive view of these things and think about all of the capital needs that we might have for the next few years, put them in one place, and then begin thinking about what the priority for this year will be. I'm hoping that by next meeting, we'll be able to report to the full council and get an early discussion started about some of those priorities and initiatives that we have underway. I will also move tax collectors report for the month of October showing collections of $1,008,691.
Motion to accept the collector's report?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And if I could also move the payment of claims report, showing claims in the amount of $2,508,849, having been listed on the bill list and recorded in the files of Borough Hall and approved by the chairman of the appropriate committee, be paid.
Okay, so he moved that, and
Second.
second, and roll call, Ms. McGovern?
Jenny Levine?
Yes.
Catherine Mitchell?
Yes.
David Morris?
Yes.
Russell Hugo?
Yes.
Tom Krantz?
Yes.
Jack Mullenhour?
Yes.
Motion carried.
And Councilman, that completes my report.
Okay. Moving along, Councilwoman Mitchell, Public Safety.
Thank you. First of all, I always start out with the police chief's report as submitted by Chief Trigo for the month of October. There were 1,079 calls, 40 to the 911 terminal. There were 547 motor vehicle stops. Let me see. Total summonses issued were 376. Motor vehicles summonses 76. Non-moving violations 239. Parking summonses 60 and DWI 1. There were a total of 9 arrests. 7, as most times, 7 arrests on warrant from other towns, 1 for DWI and 1 for simple assault. Total crimes reported were 12, thefts 1, fraud 5, criminal mischief 3, simple assault 1, and burglaries 2. The library, I have been telling you for the past year or so that the library is, we know that the library has many, many deficiencies, so we've been looking into how do we handle these deficiencies. And some of this is for the prospects of doing some major renovations at the library. The board has, as I've told you in the past, has selected an architect, and the architect has presented plans. The rest of the library board has accepted these plans, and they will be presented to the council at our agenda session, which is December 2nd. So we will get everyone will get a firsthand view of what the architect is proposing for the library and how we go about doing this, whether we do it in stages or one fell swoop, or that will be a council decision later on. You know, because we have to think of expense as the councilman suggested before in our capital budget. So, but I think it's very exciting. So everybody after December 2nd will know what the proposed plans are for the new library. The seniors met today, and they had a representative there from Family Investors who spoke about identity theft and scams. And something that's becoming more prevalent is medical records. So, and insurance records. So the whole premise was to, when you get your insurance things later on after you've been to a doctor, make sure that this is you who it is, that someone else hasn't stolen your identity with the doctor. Let me see. The ministerium, the annual Thanksgiving service will be next Monday, the 24th, at 7:30. And just make sure it's 7:30. There was some wrong information in the beginning that it was 7 o'clock. It is 7:30. And it will be at Temple Shalom on Lake Avenue. Temple Shalom until the summertime was at Fanwood Presbyterian Church. But now it is, they have their own congregation and building on Lake Avenue. And this is where all of the crop walk donations will be received. And I think that's it.
Don't the seniors have a holiday party coming up? When is that?
That's in December. I can't
What is
tell you
that,
the
the
exact
8th?
date.
What are you talking about?
Senior
Wait
holiday
a minute,
party?
I can tell you in a
Oh, okay.
second.
The 8th?
December 8th, yes, their holiday party.
Okay.
They've already made arrangements for their anniversary party and holiday party for next year. Because you have to book places apparently very, very well in advance.
Well, they're planners.
They certainly are.
Planners. Moving along to Public Works, kind of sad. I mean, construction season is winding down. It's
So
over.
now you have leaves.
Yeah, the leaf pickup is ongoing, so that's always a constant struggle, but we completed the South Glenwood Avenue paving, so that looks great. Second Street was paved, that looks good. You know, the department is working very hard to pick up the leaves, a little soggy past couple of days, but they provided services for the Halloween parade, so if you were out there on the Halloween parade, Public Works provided some support services for that. They winterized the irrigation systems at LeGrand Park and the Carriage House Pocket Park behind Borough Hall, so those irrigation systems can be maintained well. They performed a special brush pickup prior to the start of leaf pickup. Let's see what else they did here. They performed some tree pruning along the right-of-ways, also Forest Road Park and Beach Avenue. They filled some potholes. I know Mayor Moore is sad that she's not here to hear about the pothole report, but Patterson Road, Forest Road, Deer Place, and Port Street patched up some potholes. So I guess we'll have to get did you get the capital budget yet, Councilman Levine, from?
In parts of it, there are still some
Parts of
pieces,
it?
but DPW is more or less complete. We're waiting primarily for things on the parks, I believe, and
engineering.
and the engineering on possible sewage work, correct.
Okay, so we'll get that, we'll discuss that, and then that completes my report for this evening. Councilman Malinar?
Yes, thank you, Councilman. I have nothing to add to my report tonight.
Okay. Councilman Boris?
Thank you, Council President. And I will be going over all the holiday schedule here in Fanwood, so everybody watching in our viewing audience, please get out your pens and papers. December 7th, starting at 3 p.m. at the north side of the train station is Fanwood's Holiday Party. At 5 p.m., the mayor will light the tree, and they'll be singing. Santa will be there for the kids to meet. Moving on, December 13th at 11 a.m., Santa will be riding through our town. He'll be assisted by our fire department, rescue squad, and police PBA 123. Just to let everyone know, Santa's elves are accepting gifts at the firehouse. The dates for accepting the gifts are November 29th and 30th from 5 to 9 p.m. and December 1st through the 5th from 6 to 9 p.m. On December 1st, the Lions Club will be starting their annual Christmas tree sale, and I believe this is the 65th year that they're doing that. That'll be weekdays from 6 to 9 p.m. and weekends from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. On December 3rd is Tiny Tim Carol Night from 4 to 9 p.m. So leave your porch lights on, and the carolers hopefully will stop by your house.
What is that?
December 3rd,
December 3rd?
Tiny Tim Carol Night, 4 to 9 p.m. So leave your porch lights on and wait for the carolers to spread some holiday cheer. December 7th, 13th, 14th, 20th, and 21st, the luminaries are going to be sold at the Fanwood Municipal Garage from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And that is located at 270 North Avenue, right across the street from the library, just in case.
Luminaries or luminaries?
I don't know. I always said luminaries. The police are also going to the police department is going to set up a holiday giving tree. That tree will be located outside of Borough Hall. And what you do is you take an ornament and you return a gift to the police department. That gift will benefit the Parents as Teachers program of Union County. Moving on, December 7th at 4 p.m. at the Fanwood Presbyterian Church is the Handel's Messiah concert. Tickets are $20, and to ticket information, please contact the church. And last, Temple Shalom has two holiday programs. On December 7th, and this is their new building, it's located at 1925 Lake Avenue in Scotch Plains. Two programs. December 7th, they have a holiday boutique from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. They'll have crafters, home decor, candles, jewelry, snacks. And then on December 13th, they have a pray and play event to dance, sing, pray, and enjoy Shabbat. And that is geared toward families with children 5 years old and younger. And it's followed by a bagel brunch. I'm sorry, I don't have the time on that one, but if you'd like to attend, please contact the Temple Shalom. And that's my report. Lengthy.
I don't want to hear anybody out there say that they're bored. I mean,
Yeah,
this is
listen,
like-
we got a lot of stuff going on.
This is like, Councilman Krantz?
Thanks, Councilman.
Can you beat that?
No, I can't. I have a very short report here. There's going to be a flu shot clinic here in Fanwood tomorrow night, Tuesday, from 6 to 7:30 at Forest Road Park. Flu shots are going to be given out to not just Fanwood residents, Union County residents who are all basically from this area, Cranford, Garwood, Mountainside. They may ask to see some kind of proof that you live in Union County. The shots cost $15 unless you have one of the following insurances: Medicare B, Aetna, Cigna, Humana, Medicaid, or United Healthcare. Otherwise, it's $15 cash, and it's first come, first served. So 6 to 7:30 tomorrow night at Forest Road Park. It's flu shot time. The next meeting of the Fanwood Board of Health will be December 4th at 7 p.m. There is no meeting in November. I also have the rescue squad's captain's report for October. There were 55 calls for service for the rescue squad in October, including 12 respiratory cardiac stroke calls, 10 motor vehicle accidents, 8 sick person calls, 8 altered mental status or psychiatric calls, 6 falls, 6 standbys, and 5 calls listed as other, including one in which Sergeant Mark Gottlieb delivered a baby. And our rescue squad transported the baby and mom to Overlook. It was an uneventful birth. Other than the fact the baby was born at home, I guess that would make it an eventful birth. But Sergeant Gottlieb was all over it, and he made that happen. I believe he's being honored for that sometime in the next month, I believe, here in this council. Hospital trips were made as follows: 23 trips to Overlook, 1 to Muhlenberg, and 1 to Trinitas. 31 calls were basic life support only, 2 required advanced life support, 7 patients refused medical assistance, 1 public relations call, 4 calls were canceled. Total hours given by members were 207. Average response time from time the call was paged until the ambulance arrived at the patient, 8.7 minutes. Total response miles traveled by both ambulances, 498. Oxygen was given 10 times. We answered 10 calls for Scotch Plains and 3 calls for Plainfield. The rescue squad also participated in the following events. We performed a standby at the funeral of our late member Bob Hoyer. We stood by twice at Scotch Plains Fanwood High School football games. We went to the New Jersey State First Aid Convention in Somerset County and received the award for the Outstanding Call of the Year for 2014. We participated in the annual Newark Airport Drill, in which they simulated disaster. We attended O'Brien's Poorhouse. They held a night of recognition for first responders in Fanwood Police, Fire, and Rescue Squad, and that was just some nice recognition to get for no reason other than Brian Walter and Brian Costello support their first responders. We were at the Fanwood 5K race and the Union Catholic 5K race, which was the following weekend, and we also were at the Fanwood Halloween Parade doing standby duty there. That is my report, sir.
Okay, very good.
Councilman, you mentioned the outstanding call of the year that we won.
Oh, what was it?
Yes, what was it?
Right, it was the call in which the young man was hit by a train, apparently, on the train tracks, and he was severely injured, and it was basically between the squad and the paramedics. The squad stabilized the individual, got him to the helicopter quickly. Unfortunately, he passed away several days later, but it was a pretty intense effort by everybody, and we were recognized for that.
Okay, thank you, Councilman. At this time, I have a motion to open the meeting to the public on agenda items only.
So moved.
And a second on the motion? Do we have a second?
Second, sorry.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, I'd like to call forward any members of the public who wish to make comment on agenda items only. Seeing that there isn't any, Have a motion to close the meeting to the public?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, Councilman Levine, we have one item under Administration and Finance for old business.
Yes, could I move
Would have been good to know
resolution,
about 10 minutes.
sorry, move resolution 1410-161, which awards a contract for grant research to Millennium Strategies for an amount not to exceed $14,375.
Second.
And roll call on that, Mr. Goodman?
Daniel Levine?
Yes.
Kevin Boris?
Yes.
Leslie Hugo?
Yes.
Tom Krantz?
Yes.
Kathy Mitchell?
Yes.
Jack Mullenor?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Motion carries. Moving along to new business under Administration and Finance, you have 8 items.
Yes, I'll move resolution 1411-170, which is approval of a greening Union County grant for an amount of $724.
Second.
Roll call?
Daniel Levine?
Yes.
Kathy Mitchell?
Yes.
Kevin Boris?
Yes.
Leslie Hugo?
Yes.
Tom Krantz?
Yes.
Jack Mullenor?
Yes.
Motion carried.
And move resolution 1411-171, which is approval of a Kids Recreation Trust grant for an amount of $40,000.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Dan Levine?
Yes.
Kathy Mitchell?
Yes.
Kevin Boris?
Yes.
Leslie Hugo?
Yes.
Tom Krantz?
Yes.
Jack Mullenor?
Yes.
Move resolution 1411-172, which is cancellation of an unexpended amount in surplus of $2,400.
Second.
Second on that? Roll call?
Daniel Levine?
Yes.
Kevin Boris?
Yes.
Leslie Hugo?
Yes.
Tom Krantz?
Yes.
Kathy Mitchell?
Yes.
Jack Mullenor?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Move resolution 1411-173, which is renewing our 3-year contract with the GIF, the Garden State Joint Insurance Fund.
Second.
Roll call?
Daniel Levine?
Yes.
Kevin Boris?
Yes.
Leslie Hugo?
Yes.
Tom Krantz?
Yes.
Catherine Mitchell?
Yes.
Jack Mullenor?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Move resolution 1411-174, which are certain fund transfers for this year's budget.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Daniel Levine?
Yes.
Kevin Boris?
Yes.
Leslie Hugo?
Yes.
Tom Krantz?
Yes.
Catherine Mitchell?
Yes.
Jack Mullenor?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Move resolution 1411-175, which is the approval of a settlement agreement and stipulation of dismissal for the Livingston-Wilbur litigation.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Daniel Levine?
Yes.
Kevin Boris?
Yes.
Leslie Hugo?
Yes.
Tom Krantz?
Yes.
Catherine Mitchell?
Yes.
Jack Mullenor?
Yes.
Motion carried.
And I'm going to take a quick read on this one. There's an amount in it. Yes, move resolution 1411-176, and award a contract for engineering services related to the downtown environmental cleanup to CTM Environmental for an amount not to exceed $21,687.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Daniel Levine?
Yes.
Kevin Boris?
Yes.
Leslie Hugo?
Yes.
Tom Krantz?
Yes.
Catherine Mitchell?
Yes.
Jack Mullenor?
Yes.
Motion carried.
And finally, move resolution 1411-177, which is supporting Senate Bill S-444, Assembly Bill 1779, which relates to the New Jersey Spill and Compensation and Control Act. It is to protect municipalities from things like the Passaic litigation that we were a party to earlier in the year.
Second.
Roll call on that.
Daniel Levine?
Yes.
Kevin Boris?
Yes.
Leslie Hugo?
Yes.
Tom Krantz?
Yes.
Catherine Mitchell?
Yes.
Jack Mullenor?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay,
And I complete.
moving on, Councilwoman Mitchell, you have one resolution.
I move resolution 14-11-169, and this is authorizing an in-grade promotion for Officer Bernard Elliott to Patrolman B. And the chief has stipulated that he has met all the qualifications necessary for this promotion.
Okay, so, do I have a second on that?
Second.
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Aye. Motion carries. And moving along, Councilman Molinar, you have a resolution tonight?
Yes, I move resolution 1411-178. It's a reduction in the cash bond for elite properties since they've done some of the work already, so they asked for a reduction, and this is a fairly typical thing that we do, and the engineer approved it.
Okay, so we have a second on
Second.
Second.
second and roll call. Ms. Montgomery?
Michael Leonard?
Yes.
John Kranz?
Yes.
Kevin Morris?
Yes.
Russell Hugo?
Yes.
Daniel Levine?
Yes.
Kathy Mitchell?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Motion carries. Moving along. Have a motion to open the meeting to the public, and this portion would be to comment on anything.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'd like to call forward any members of the public who wish to make comment.
He wants to know why it takes you so long to run a meeting.
I am really impressed. Good job tonight, Council President.
If only former Councilman Parenti were here.
Yeah.
Good evening. Name and address?
Can you beat that, Michael?
Are we still on the air? It's a good thing we're not on the air.
We are.
Michael Lewis, 41 Beach Avenue in Fanwood. I should have done this in the first section, but could I ask for a brief elaboration on Resolution 14-11-175, the approval of the settlement relative to Livingston Wilbur? Was it within parameters? I know the city's been bouncing back and forth, and this is the first I'm actually seeing of this.
175, you're asking?
The settlement.
This-
I wouldn't hear the number, so
This
give me-
is,
if you want to give me a minute, I'll.
Well, it's still in litigation.
I was-
We
I
still
wasn't
haven't
at the
had
last
some
meeting, so
contract.
I was not at the agenda meeting.
no, I was.
Okay.
All right, Russ, you're
Go
up.
ahead, Russ.
What's that?
It hasn't been fully signed yet, so it's still in work in progress.
Right, it's not fully,
You can describe it.
I don't know if you.
We are tentatively, to answer your question, we are tentatively looking to settle the case. It hasn't already been signed by everyone, but I assume everyone who is indicated in the agreement, which is just the Borough of Fanwood, Brinkerhoff, and Station Square. I noticed that Livingston Wilbur is not a party to this agreement. So they are not, the settlement does not involve them.
I know
And-
it's probably shorthand for something, yeah.
Well, they haven't agreed to it.
Well, the fact that they're not settled or a part of this settlement now does not preclude the fact that we may settle with them later. We've settled with two of the three parties.
Okay.
And I know our council is working on trying to obtain a settlement on the remaining portion of it. So I don't know how much you recall. This is this arises out of the litigation of Livingston Wilbur when the borough purchased the property over there.
Yeah, I
Has
know
to do with the
that-
cleanup.
For the cleanup and the
cleanup.
environmental cleanup over there.
Yes.
So,
Okay, and it's all with it.
I'll put it this way, it's probably about somewhere in 50% range of what we've had to spend on the cleanup, maybe a little bit less.
Yeah, but within parameters of...
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So they're agreeing to pay us 50% of what we spent?
I don't know how they came up with these numbers, Kevin.
seeing that
I have
there's
no idea.
no others wishing to come forward and make comment, I'll have a motion to close the meeting to the public.
Yeah.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Let's see, now that we are past election day, we are back to the council comments. So, Councilman Monahan,
Sure.
would you like to start?
Absolutely. I want to congratulate Council President Russ Hugel on winning a third term in an uncontested election, and Councilman Boris as well.
Thank you, Jack.
But welcome back for 3 more years. Russ, this will be your third term, and Kevin, your second, so congratulations, and I'm glad you guys stepped up to the plate and continued the good work. Thanks.
Thank you.
That's it.
Here, here. I just want to do a quick commercial for the Santa Parade. The Santa Parade through Fanwood is a beloved tradition that goes back several decades here. And as all moms and dads who want to participate know, for Santa to bring a gift to your house, that gift has to find its way to the firehouse between the dates that Councilman Boris mentioned. I think it was November 29th through December 5th. Because they get so many gifts and because Santa's elves have to work so hard to make sure this happens smoothly, this year they're asking that the gifts be no bigger than a shoebox and that they limit the gifts to one gift per child. And as usual, they ask no last-minute run-ups to Santa to kind of like, 3 houses before, they hand him a gift and say, please give this to little Johnny. That really doesn't work for Santa as much as he loves all the children of Fanwood. We really ask everybody to get the gifts in on time. Go to the Fanwood Fire Department's website. It's fanwoodfd.com. Everything is written there, and we just please ask everybody to help out Santa's elves and do what they ask on that website. Thank you, and have a good holiday.
Councilwoman Mitchell?
I do, too, also congratulate both Russ and Kevin on their reelection, even though it was uncontested.
Can you put up with me for another 3 years?
I don't know, I'm gonna try. Yes, I can, because we can talk baseball, and things like that. Happy Thanksgiving.
Councilman Bowles?
Thank you, Council President, and I just wanted to wish everyone out there in Fanwood, our viewing audience, have a happy Thanksgiving and a happy holiday season.
I'll also just second all the congratulations to Councilman Horace and Hugo, and also wish everybody a very happy Thanksgiving.
And I'll wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. I wanted to mention about I wanted to congratulate Kevin on his victory on Election Day and agreeing to run with me again. So that was good. And I've been thinking a lot about the election, and I'm not going to hold a grudge because Kevin got a few more votes than I did. So I'm going to put away all the grudges, and I'm going to wish him congratulations on another 3 years. So.
It was an honor being your running mate.
So anyway, happy Thanksgiving, everybody, and have a pleasant night. Try to stay warm on this cold and rainy weekend. Thank you.
I think you need a motion.
Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We are adjourned.